We didn't get a lot of money, and we're dwindling it away, just sitting on dirt.
Well, Newport couple at a standstill, told they will have to wait a year to see if they will be able to build a home after losing their first home in the devastating Oregon Road fire. Good evening, I'm Sean Owsley. Good to be with you tonight. 360 coverage. A septic tank may not be the very first thing you'd think of when building a new home, but it has become the only thing one Newport couple is thinking about right now, trying to solve a dilemma. The couple says Northeast Tri-County Health District told them soil on a property they purchased may not support a septic system. It's been a year, 3 failed inspections. Now a 4th inspection is scheduled for next year, but there are no guarantees. A lot of uncertainty, out of options, running out of money. They turned to the Help Me team. Nonstop Local's Demetri Maragos spoke with the couple, the county, and experts to find out what's happening there.
We're all on the same ground. We just want to build a home and live.
Steve Uhouse barely escaped the Oregon Road fire. The fire destroyed the home Steve had lived in for 50 years.
Nobody knows how to describe it, but a victim.
Eager for a fresh start, he and his wife Jean-Marie settled in Newport in Pend Oreille County.
These are good people in this community here. We just wanted to be a part of it.
But what they didn't know, that over a year later,
We'll start a new life here, and we haven't been able to do that.
they still wouldn't have a home.
Feels a second loss without a fire.
The Uhouses bought 2 neighboring lots, one for their home, the other for their septic system.
We went from one lot of devastation to another lot of devastation.
They started work immediately and dug a 10-foot hole for their septic system. But when Northeast Tri-County health officials came,
They did their first analysis, failed us.
officials told them they would have to dig deeper than required. They would have to dig 12-foot holes.
I got 2 of them.
Twice.
I got 2 money pits.
Failed us.
The Uhouses say at this point they've spent close to $1,000 on inspections,
The roadblocks wouldn't be bad, but every roadblock costs you $300.
only for a 3rd inspection to be denied.
The ground's not going to change. It hasn't changed since those have been dug since the middle of April. We could be living here right now.
This husband and wife, who have been through so much already, say they're confused because just on the other side of their property line is a neighbor's septic system.
I can stand right here and see a septic system. And his clay is different than my clay.
On Northeast Tri-County Health's 3rd visit, they said the Uhouses would have to install monitoring tubes and wait until the spring of 2025 for a wet season evaluation.
You want us to wait a year? Another year? That's 2 years without a home.
That's when their community came together.
The property's the same as everybody else's. Give the guy a septic.
That's Leo Robinson from Leo's Excavating, who has been installing septic systems for the last 35 years.
We've never been denied a system until this year.
Robinson says part of the preliminary work is digging holes to ensure there's no groundwater. And for the work of the Uhouses,
Our holes were here, and there's no water in them.
proof he believes that the requirements for a septic tank in Pend Oreille County were being met.
The Pend Oreille River Valley's always had really challenging soils. They have a lot of clay along that river valley.
That's John Ness, the Environmental Health Director for Northeast Tri-County Health District. He says in Pend Oreille County,
We do see where more occurrences of where the soils are really challenging for septic systems.
Ness says they were denied the first time because the type of topsoil was not suitable for a septic system. The second was because of modeling.
What we're seeing in the soils, though, is modeling, and that's an indication that there's seasonal groundwater in the soil.
I believe this whole thing stems down to they don't understand soils.
That's Gerald Whitehouse, a licensed designer with the state of Washington and a septic installer for 30 years.
I don't believe that this is current modeling. I do believe there's probably more relic modeling or precipitation modeling.
Which could have happened up to a century ago. We asked Ness about this.
There is the possibility of that it's historical modeling, or relic, as they say.
Whitehouse says the holdup seems to be unnecessary.
In my opinion, really no reason why this couldn't be done, put in now.
But officials say they have ground to stand on.
What we've seen historically is the high groundwater levels occur in earlier spring. And so when we do our wet season evaluations, it covers the months from March, April, and May.
We also asked Northeast Tri-County Health about the neighboring septic system that was approved just on the other side of their property line.
That neighboring property had that 1 foot of soil.
Ness says the U-House's biggest fear of not being approved, depending on the results come the spring, could be a reality.
That is a possibility, unfortunately.
I'm just getting upset. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
But for the couple who has already lost everything, they say they're not ready to put this to rest.
You know, it's just a good community. We're just not going to give up.
Now the U-Houses say they will wait for that spring inspection and are hoping for the best. In the meantime, John Ness with the Northeast Tri-County Health District says that if people are thinking of buying a property to build in Pend Oreille County, they should ask for a soil sample as part of the inspection. But for now in the newsroom, Demetra Maragos, Nonstop Local.
Demetra, thank you. If you have an issue, you can reach out to the Help Me Hayley team. You can do so by scanning the QR code on your screen right now, or go to our website, or you can email Hayley directly.